What's good, everyone? This is RawTruth Media giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. Please like and share this video throughout all social media platforms. TC Taylor has done it again. TC Taylor has done it again. TC Taylor has done it again.
1996 on the track.
2 D tackles committed, and 1 D tackle was a starter for the Jackson State 2021 team. The first one, Coynis Miller. I know the name sounds familiar. Coynis Miller decided to walk away from the program. Now, I know some folks are going to say, well, I thought TC's not bringing back players that lead the program. Here's some things that are different. He left when Coach Prime was coaching. So it had nothing to do with TC Taylor. That's number one. Number two, he never committed to anyone. It seemed like he just left to clear his mind and to figure out what his future is going to be, which is a lot different. And now that he saw or is seeing what TC is building at Jackson State, a new culture, a program that's about football. So you're not going to see cameras everywhere. This is not a dig at Coach Prime. I'm just telling you what the new culture it is. It's kind of like a classic JSU type of culture. When they were winning at a different level back in the 90s, in the late 80s. And some may say the early 2000s. Let's say that too. That's what TC Taylor is building. And from afar, I assume that Coynis looked at all that's going on, all the recruits that's coming in, and he probably said to himself, I need to join that. Just look at his tweets. He appreciated his time at JSU, but he mentioned on Twitter that this time around he wants to enjoy it more, that he didn't get to enjoy the full version of JSU when he was in that campus in 2021. I love seeing stuff like that because that lets you know that the HBCU culture is like no other. And what he does for JSU is so important. He may not get all the sacks, but what he does well is run stopping. And when he was a starting D tackle, remember, everyone was saying all the other D tackles were going to be the starters and all this stuff. Coynis came in and showed out in 2021. And he was able to make sure the edge rushers get the job done. When you have run-stopping D tackles, it makes life easier for the pass rush. Now, you're going to say, what do you mean, DJ? Well, if you're stopping the run, it changes the offensive schemes up. Now the quarterbacks and the offensive coordinator have to devise a scheme to get the ball out quicker. And it puts pressure on the offense that they can't run the ball. Then they have to pass, and it really gets back home to the defense and the DBs. When they see that, they tell themselves, wait a minute, they're not going to run the ball at us because they can't run the ball at us. So they're expecting to pass, and that equals to more turnovers. That's why you need run-stopping D tackles. It's football science. It's common sense. But let me go on. Jackson State's going to have the most talented D-line in the SWAC. The most talented D-line in all HBCUs. As of now, until I see Morgan State, who I think is a sleeper, not only to me, but of all HBCUs. Take a look out for them, and I may make a video on that. But it didn't stop there. Also, today, Jackson State has received a commitment from Colorado, Tyus Martin, 6'4", 320 pounds from Helena, Arkansas. He's played in all 13 games for Colorado. And he is going to contribute right away. He may become a star in this conference. looking at his film. But he is what you call a stopgapper. Good wingspan, good strength, and good luck blocking him. If you do not have strong interior on the offensive line, good luck. But on paper, Jackson State, even with the losses, Jackson State has a chance to become the best front seven unit in all of HBCU. Here's some background. The Blue Bloods provided this. I didn't know this, but shout out to the Blue Bloods. He said that Tyus Martin, that is, was the number 2 player in the state of Arkansas in 2021. He's a young player. He has 3 years of eligibility left. And that's a great thing. This is the type of players you need on your team. Size in the trenches. There was another editor from Colorado that said he just came back from back surgery and he expects him to have a great year in the SWAC with his experience and his strength. This is who TC Taylor and the Jackson State defense is getting. A dog. And in my opinion, Deion Sanders should have kept him. Because if you look at what Colorado's doing, they get all the skilled players, and they're doing a good job doing that in the transfer portal. I got to keep it real. But in the trenches, they're getting players here and there, but not of that mold. But I'm glad that Deion moved on with him, because now he is Jackson State's treasure. And just watch, a couple years from now, people are going to say, how in the hell did he go to Jackson State over all the other Power Fives? And it's going to be a steal. But like it or not, Jackson State is not your normal FCS team. They're not your normal HBCU team. They're becoming a powerhouse. Now, they have been an historic powerhouse by having a bunch of draft picks for a long time, eclipsing a lot of Power 5 schools. But right now, as it stands, for the past 2 years, Jackson State has had at least one draft pick drafted and has a lot of players signed to the NFL. There's a lot of schools who are not doing that. Good luck blocking against Jackson State. It's going to be tough as hell. If you don't have an offensive line like Prairie View A&M, good luck. But man, the rich gets richer. Shout out to TC Taylor. Keep doing your thing. Brother, you are recruiting at a high level. You are implementing culture. You are making Jackson State proud. The Jackson State fans, y'all got to be excited. I know y'all excited. This is a wonderful thing. Jackson State may win more games than you think. I'm just saying. If you think Jackson State is going to go below 500 or not contend, at least contend, I don't know what to tell you. But this is RawTruth Media. Peace and blessings to all.